Company. You know, since 2005, the Mountain Region Business Economic Summit, also known as MRBES, has partnered with local and national companies to produce a unique, one-of-a-kind success summit. Now with us, MRBES is Executive Director Carla Ladd, and also keynote speaker, author, and former Broncos All-Pro wide receiver, Mr. Rod Smith. Good to have you both on the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So Carla, talk about the success. What is the goal for the success of the summit?
Well, our goal is to bring together the minority and women-owned businesses, and we want them to collaborate, we want them to network, and we also want to share best practices for business and personal success.
And this is significant for Denver. How so?
Well, Forbes has ranked Denver #1 for its growing economy, its highly skilled workforce, and for our outstanding recreational activities. So, and then Money Magazine has also cited Denver as the #1 place to live.
Wow.
So it really is an exciting time to be in Denver. However, there are still persistent and large racial disparities when it comes to financial literacy for minority families and for performance with regard to minority and women-owned businesses. So the Success Summit helps to address those issues.
We are going to change that.
We are.
And Rod, you're the keynote speaker at the summit. What does it mean for you to share your story with other businesses?
You know what, I've been in Denver over half of my life, you know, over 20 plus years I've been here. I went to the summit, you know, several times before I was ever on the panel, before I became a keynote speaker, and I used a lot of those principles and practices, and a lot of times we go outside. Because of the internet, we go outside of where we live to get resources, and they're right there. And Denver is a great place. You can tell with our economy and things that are going on, and honestly, be a big kind of a bridge. And Carla's been excellent with me over the years. We've built a great friendship, relationship with her, her husband, her family, and it's been awesome to be able to support it. But also, I'm a product of the summit as well.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, your story is so fascinating. We're going to talk about the Rod effect. I mean, we know your success on the field as a former Bronco, but talk about what life has been afterwards.
You know, it's awesome because a lot of times people don't know I've actually made $1 million in 5 other businesses.
What?
But they don't know that.
You got to tell me your secret. I'm glad you're here.
It's in the book. It's in the book. Actually, you know what? And I wanted to put it down as an honor to my mom. You know, when you grow up in the projects and you're limited in your resources and your thinking, you have to get around bigger thinkers. You got to get around people, honestly, that kind of scare you a little bit. Hanging around, calling some of the people she's had me around, Mr. Frazier and some other folks, some powerful people in Denver. Mayor Hancock is a good friend of mine. And these people will really help you expand and grow your thinking, which can help you expand and grow your activity, which means on the back end, the results are different. So I partner with so many different folks, and I don't make a big deal out of it. I really don't. The football thing, people know that, but it's really behind the scenes, you know, the relationships. To me, if you get good associations,
that's right.
Everything will change.
Who you surround yourself with and who you network with. This man's not only a very successful athlete, but very intelligent too. And in your book, The Rod Effect, it actually goes over 8 strategies to be very successful. From your book, what are you going to share with the summit attendees? What are they going to learn?
I'm gonna give them examples of exactly how each 8 of them work. And I did this when I was broke. So when I was broke, before I ever came to Denver, I started documenting why I was broke. And actually what I ended up doing was, I used to be a janitor. Most people don't even know that. I used to be a janitor when I was trying to feed my kids when I was in college. And so I took the same principle, well, how did this work over here? Then I put it in this, and it worked over here. Then I put it in this, and it worked over here. So I put it in the book to, you know, I got 4 grandsons. It's amazing. I have 4 grandsons, and I want them to have a blueprint. They don't have an excuse. So if you come to this summit, I'm telling you, there's no excuse, because there's people who are there to help you, and you can build a great relationships on and off from a business standpoint.
I've been there too. I remember finding $15 in my pocket and thinking we could buy more Top Ramen. This is going to be great, you know, and so you have to work hard. You have to want it. So Carla, there's a Legacy Awards luncheon. Tell me what's planned quickly.
There is. Besides Rod being our keynote speaker, we also will be giving, we have a Wilma Award. We named it in honor of Wilma J. Webb, the Honorable Wilma J. Webb, former First Lady, Denver First Lady and legislator, and we're awarding Elper Wedgeworth with the award this year. She's now the Chief Government and Community Relations Officer for Denver Health and Hospital Authority. So she's going to get our Wilma Award. And then we also have, we're giving a National Legacy Award to Tim King. And Tim King is the founder and president of Chicago's Urban Prep Academies. Now these guys are, it's an all boys African American high school, and they're graduating these kids at 100% graduation rate. So we're excited to bring him here to Denver to talk about what he's doing.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to be there. I cannot wait to learn more. Thank you so much for coming on the show. As a matter of fact, we are going to do a Facebook Live video with both of you. So if you want to go to Colorado and Company's Facebook page right now, we'll get more in-depth behind the scenes and about Rod Smith's book too. Former Broncos All-Pro wide receiver, now author and entrepreneur, Rod Smith is the keynote speaker at this year's MRBES Success Summit. The event takes place Friday, June 2nd at the Denver Marriott City Center. For tickets and information, visit mrbes.org. You also got to try his coffee. It's really good.